Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Stott, I'm the Emperor of Stomaria, and today we're continuing our playthrough of Empire Earth. So we're into mission 3 of the Greek campaign now, so if you have been following us, you should have a pretty good idea of the mechanics of the game, how it works in terms of resource collection and combat units and all the rest of it. But something I thought I would mention, because I didn't in the previous episodes, is the difference between a settlement, a town centre and a capital. You may already know this, or you may have seen this already because of the previous episodes, but a citizen can build a settlement and they can collect resources and they can deposit that resource into that settlement, and then it sort of gets added to the total, if you like. So you normally build settlements away from your capital, near other resources, in order to collect them all quickly, because otherwise you're going to be gathering your resources and then taking it all the way back to your capital. So it's a lot quicker doing it with settlements. You can, I can't remember what the term is, you can populate the settlement with 5 citizens, which basically removes those citizens from existence. They're gone, but it turns the settlement into a town centre. A town centre is a lot more difficult to destroy, but it also allows you to recruit more citizens, and it also gives you bonuses. When you collect resource, you get a little bit on top. So if they collect 15 gold and they deposit 15 gold, I think they get like 16 gold if they collect a certain amount. I can't remember how they calculate it, but you get you get bonus resources. And if you deposit another, if you populate another, I'm just struggling to think how many it is. I'm going to say 20. It might be less. Another 20 citizens, so 25 citizens. That sounds too many to me. But if you deposit more citizens into it, it then becomes a capital, which is even more difficult to destroy. So it's a building with lots of health. It also allows you to recruit citizens, and I believe it also gives you an additional bonus. But don't quote me on that. But I just wanted to make that clear, because some people might be watching it and thinking, where did the citizens go, and why has that building changed shape, or why has the structure changed? And it is because it works from a settlement, town centre and capital basis. So I just wanted to mention that going forward. As for the mission itself, again, it's a bit of a long grind. It's the Trojan War, so it's not going to be a short one. Because the game also has opponents within Greece, as well as having to assault Troy, it does drag it out that much longer. I do it as succinctly as possible so as not to make the video much more than an hour. But yeah, it's a fun mission. But again, it's one of those missions where you can't really lose, if that makes sense. The Trojan army is enormous, and on the face of it looks nearly infinite, but they eventually do run out of men, and you do have unlimited resources, courtesy of your Greek kingdom being able to produce being able to collect as many resources relatively unhindered as they like, and then just recruiting troops in and around the city of Troy, and then just throwing them into battle until eventually they get ground down to zero. And a lot of those missions in these campaigns are a bit like that, which is what I'm talking about when I'm saying, you might lose the battle here and there, but overall you will just eventually grind them down to the point where they will be defeated. But there are missions where the AI is a lot more aggressive, to the point where they will recruit additional units and they will attack you. So you've got to be careful about that, because there is a potential, you can lose. It is possible to lose, either by having your entire civilization destroyed, or the easiest way for the AI to win is to try to eliminate your hero, your leader, because that's typically a way that the game recognises you've lost the game if your hero dies. So yeah, again, long episode, so I won't talk much more, so just sit back and enjoy the show.
Throughout history, few are given the power to control the destiny of their fellow man. Tribal chieftains and powerful shaman. Admirals and captains. Generals and statesmen. Warriors and tyrants.
The years have brought trouble to the sons of Pelops. The wealth of Greece is nearly exhausted. Horse-riding warriors from Thessaly, who claim to be the descendants of Heracles, fight to reclaim the land from which they were driven. And, piling insult on top of injury, the great city of Troy has abducted Helen, the queen of Sparta. Agamemnon, king of Argos, has called for a consultation with his prophet. A goat is to be offered to Athena, and its entrails red. But the king feels sure he knows what the goddess will divulge to him. The city and people of Troy must be made to pay for their affront. Therefore, a siege must be mounted. If successful, perhaps the Greeks can even revive their civilization with the plunder from that glittering city across the Aegean.
My lord Agamemnon, you must kill the sacrificial goat in the sacred pit marked by the stones. Only then can I determine what the gods demand of you.
I cannot be bothered with such menial tasks. Have one of my nobles do the bloody deed.
Ah, yes. I have interpreted the signs from the offering, sire, and the will of the gods is clear. You must travel to Sparta, Achaia, and Ithaca. In each city, the ruling king will ask for a specific favor. When you accept, each will then agree to join you in a war against Troy. They can provide ships and men, and each king must accompany you on this quest. The time is ripe for vengeance, my lord.
My brother, Menelaus, is the king of Sparta. Achilles rules in Achaia, and the wily Odysseus is in Ithaca. I must convince all three to join in this great war.
Yes, Master. Olympus speaks for the king. Okay, my lord.
Thalas? Stoma.
Stoma.
Pote.
Kalos.
I, King Agamemnon, my brother. I have waited long weeks to hear from you. I believe Troy and her king, Priam, must be punished for stealing my wife.
For the king.
The fabled towers of Priam's city must be toppled. My most elite warriors are at your disposal.
Okay, my lord. Olympus
But
speaks.
you must promise me, my brother, that King Priam himself will be slain to avenge my honor.
It is agreed. Priam shall die for his crime, or I will forfeit my crown.
Kingdoms will fall.
I swear it. These wretched barbarians from Thessaly. What are they called? Dorians?
Will tremble.
They're becoming a real threat. I must station men along the border here, or in some way take steps to protect my land.
I and the other kings will provide you with our finest noble warriors. We trust you will use them wisely, brother. They cannot be replaced.
Limo.
What will? Kingdoms will fall, yes. The earth will tremble. Outstanding.
My lord Agamemnon, it is good to see you. Of course I will join in this great quest against the city of Troy.
Yes, my lord.
My ships and my finest warriors are yours. I ask only that you allow us to
Olympus
burn King
speaks.
Priam's palace to the ground and plunder its riches.
I accept your condition, Achilles.
Olympus
I give you
speaks.
my word that King Priam's palace
Yes,
will be
master.
destroyed, and its riches divided among all the kings who
Okay,
follow
my
me.
We must not set sail without King Odysseus, my lord.
Yes.
We will need his superb shipbuilding skills.
Yes, master.
Take one of my transports to reach his island kingdom,
For the
Ithaca.
Olympus speaks.
Esto. Sunto. Digar. Esto.
Olympus kingdoms will fall.
Well, if it isn't the ambitious High King Agamemnon, you must want me to join you on this vainglorious expedition to Troy, eh? I, my men, and my superb transports are yours on one condition. Not a single temple within the walls of Troy must be harmed.
Yes, my lord.
Do you agree to this?
Olympus.
You are the cleverest of all the kings of Greece, Odysseus.
Yes, master.
You know I cannot refuse your request. You have my word. The temples in Troy will remain standing. My primary concern is to return home safely. If the temples are destroyed, who knows what mayhem the gods will unleash on us. Now, we'd best be on our way. Our company is complete. Now for glory, for honor, and most of all, for revenge. Let us set sail for Troy. Gauda, Stoma, Gauda, Sigeno. Yakasota, Yoyaki.
We're under attack. Yes, my lord. For the king, kingdoms will fall. Yes, great one. Yes, my lord. For the king. Yes, master. Okay, my lord. Yes, great one. Get to the heathens. Yes, master. Kingdoms will fall. Yes, master. Yes, master.
Gauda. Gauda. Nai. Gauda. Gauda. Nai. Sigenon. Dauda. Imoiga.
Talas.
Yes, my lord. For the king.
Your command. Kalos. Sigenon.
What will be under attack? Command.
Halt. Sigenon.
We're under attack.
Gauda. Gauda. Stoma.
Olympus speaks. The earth is not enough.
Your command.
Okay, my lord.
Talas.
Talas. Talas. Stoma.
Your command.
Okay, my lord.
Gauda.
We're under attack.
Nai. Gauda. Kalos. Dauda. Talas.
Talas.
We're under attack.
Carlos.
Zunte.
Carlos.
Talas. Helos. Dauda. Stoma. Duote. Talas. 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 Helos. Command me. Stoma.
What will you? We're under attack. Yes, great one. Slay the infidel. My lord. Command me. For the king.
Pause. Zigeno. Dauda. Imoiga.
Olympus, the earth is not in Aerica. What will you? We're under attack.
Helos.
What will you? Make us conform.
Imoiga.
Yes, master.
Duote. Imoiga. Dauda. Zigeno. Helos. Stoma. Dauda. Talas.
Yes, my lord. Okay, my lord.
Dauda. Talas.
Yes, my lord. Yes, master. Okay, my lord. For the king.
Dauda. Nine.
For the king.
Duote. Imoiga. Dauda. Nine.
Ishtar speaks.
Helos. Dauda. Duote. Talas. Imoiga.
For the king.
Nine.
Kingdoms conform. For the king. For the king. Command. Their heads will rule.
Limo. Zunte.
Carlos.
Helos. Talas. Stoma. Helos.
The Dorians have been
Carlos.
vanquished.
Yes.
Talas. Dauda. Stoma. Imoiga esto.
All hands on deck! Hoist the sails!
Limo. Stoma.
Talas.
Telos. Stoma.
Pote. Stoma.
Talas.
We're under attack.
Stoma.
We're under attack.
Dauda. Limo. Stoma. Halt. Stoma. Dauda. Halt. Limo. Dauda. Limo. Stoma. Halt. Stoma. Halt.
We're under attack.
Stoma. Limo. Stoma. Dauda. Halt. Stoma. Halt. Stoma. Limo. Halt.
We're under attack.
Stoma. Dauda. Halt. Limo. Dauda. Limo. Dauda. Limo. Halt. Stoma. Dauda. Halt. Limo. Dauda. Stoma. Limo. Halt. Stalas. Kalos. Stoma. Kalos.
Ahoy! Aye, aye, Captain. All hands
Hoist
on
the
deck.
sails. Dauda. Esto. Nai. Igar. Dauda. Esto. Imoiga. Sunde. Digar.
All hands
Aye,
on
aye,
deck.
Captain. Dauda. Sigenu.
Aye, aye, Captain. All hands on deck. Hoist the sails. Ahoy! Aye, aye, Captain.
Kalos.
Hoist the sails. Ahoy! Aye, aye, Captain. All hands on deck. Ahoy! Hoist the sails.
Dauda.
We're under attack.
This beach, which lies before the fabled city of Troy, is where the Greeks will rally before the battle. All the kings must meet here when they land.
Ahoy! All hands on deck. Hoist the sails.
Talas,
Stoma. Dauda. Talas.
All hands on deck. Aye, aye, Captain. Ahoy! Hoist the sails. All hands on deck.
Esto.
All hands on
Digar.
deck. Ahoy! Aye, aye, Captain.
Imoiga.
At last,
Digar.
the glittering
Ahoy!
towers
All
of Troy.
hands on deck.
We must make
Aye, aye,
certain
Captain.
our camp is a safe distance from those deadly
Ahoy!
towers.
All hands on deck. Hoist the sails. All hands on deck. Aye, aye, Captain.
Talas,
Kalos.
Ishtar speaks.
Stoma.
Okay, my lord. Kingdoms will fall.
Talas,
Kalos. Stoma.
Stoma,
Stoma. Kalos. Stoma. Dauda. Sigenu.
Yes, the earth will tremble.
Dauda. Stoma.
Yes, my lord. For the king.
Dauda. Stoma.
What will you? The earth is not enough. The heads will rule. My lord.
Kalos. Dauda. Kalos. Kalos.
Yes, master. Okay, my lord. Okay, my lord.
Talas, Carlos,
Kalos. Stoma. Sunte. Kalos. Stoma. Kalos. Kalos. Stoma.
Okay, my lord.
All hands on
Aye,
deck.
aye, Captain.
Ahoy! Hoist the sails!
Kalos. Talas. Kalos. Sunte. Stoma.
Talas.
Kalos. Stoma. Sunte.
Yes.
Dauda. Zigeno. Dauda. Stoma. Dauda. Talas.
Yes. The gods will grant. The enemy is ours. Kingdoms will fall.
Dauda. Talas.
Yes, great one. Slay the infidel. Ishtar speaks.
Nai.
Ishtar speaks. The earth will tremble. Ishtar speaks. The attack will tremble. The gods will tremble. The earth will tremble. The gods will tremble. The earth will tremble. The gods will tremble. Ishtar speaks. Olympus speaks. Kingdoms will fall. What will you? Kingdoms will fall. We're under attack. The earth is not enough. Kingdoms will fall. The earth is not enough. Kingdoms will fall. Kingdoms will fall. The earth is not enough. What will you? Kingdoms will fall. The earth is not enough. We're under attack. Will fall. The earth is not enough. What will you? Kingdoms will fall. Their heads will roll. Speaks. The earth is not enough. The gods will tramp. My lord, stay the infidel. Olympus, kingdoms will fall. Yes, great one. What will you? What will you?
Pote. Talas. Pote.
Troy repair the defenses as quickly as we destroy them.
We may have undertaken a task more difficult than we imagined, my lord. These Trojan walls are unimaginably thick, and those towers can never be taken by direct assault. I suggest that we confer with Achilles and Menelaus.
All the kings of Greece are present. So let me ask, who of you can think of a way to breach the city's defenses?
I have an idea, but we will need the help of Athena to carry it out.
On deck.
On the nearby peninsula, called Chersonesus, there is a grotto sacred to Athena. We must build a temple near that grotto and pray for a divine means to pass through the gates.
Outstanding.
Dauda.
Yes, the earth is not enough.
Sunte. Stoma.
Talas,
Kalos.
Pote, Kalos,
Yes, the earth is not enough.
All hands on deck! Aye, aye, Captain.
Talas,
Kalos. Stoma.
Yes, my lord.
Dauda. Sigenum.
The grotto is sacred to Athena.
Okay,
She
my
will
lord.
not tolerate the desecration of anything in or around it.
Sigenum. Stoma.
Blessed Athena, our prayers have been answered. On the beach before Troy, she has provided us with a magnificent siege engine, which shall be called the Trojan Horse.
Breathtaking. Now, what do we do with it?
Simple, my friend. We hide our finest soldiers inside the belly of the wooden beast, which we bring up to the gates of Troy. Once the rest of our army retreats from the gate, the foolish Trojans will bring our gift within their walls. Then our men can emerge, kill King Priam, and the city will be ours.
I see. Let it be done exactly as you say.
Pote, Stoma, Stoma, Kalos,
Kalos. Stoma.
Yes, master.
Pote,
Kalos.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Olympus speaks. Ishtar speaks. Command me. Yes, Great One.
Dauda.
The gates of Troy have opened to accept the Greeks' gift. The Greeks have abandoned the siege and left a magnificent offering. Spread the word. The city of Troy has triumphed.
Now, men, it is time to leave the horse and slaughter the Trojans as they sleep.
Treacherous Greeks! The gift was a ruse! To arms, Trojans! We are invaded!
Yes, great.
Watch the soldiers, Agamemnon! They are desecrating the Trojan temples! If any temple is destroyed, the fury of the gods will be unleashed against us!
Okay, my lord. Now done.
King Priam is dead. The abduction of...
Behold, mortals! Aphrodite, goddess of love, has intervened and saved the life of Helen. She stands reunited with her husband Menelaus on the beach before Troy.
Oh, my husband, my king, will you consent to take me back?
Beloved wife, it is clear the gods have been playing a deadly game with us. I do not blame you for their actions.
Troy has fallen. King Priam is dead. Agamemnon has honorably kept the promises he made to his fellow kings. The tale of the Trojan War shall not soon be forgotten.
And so falls the city of Troy. I don't know if anyone noticed, some of the eagle-eyed monks, you might have seen it, but on the beaches of Troy you can actually see a ruined building which actually says the ruins of Troas, or Troas ruins, and you might remember that from the first episode. And I thought that was really cool. That was you came from Anatolia, from modern day Turkey. You've gone over to Greece after defeating Troas. You've gone over to Greece. You built your own civilization, and then you go back to war with the descendants of Troas, I suppose, to reinvade almost your own homeland. I mean, it's really interesting to think about that. Throughout history, where you come from and where you're going and where we're going to be in the future. But yeah, that was just a little something that those sort of things I like to see. It sort of sparks my interest in history. But if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.